You're watching Let's Chat.
Coming up April 6th, a really cool event going on, and this is being sponsored by our friends at the Dalton-Whitfield County Public Library. We have Barry Corder here. He is with the Northwest Georgia Regional Library alongside Brandy Wyatt, who is the administrator of the Dalton-Whitfield County Public Library. Good to have you here both. Author Fest coming up. Says here you're bringing in dozens of authors and artists, all sorts of genres, all sorts of books, targeted for all sorts of ages. Tell me about it.
Yes. So April the 6th from 10 to 2 at the Dalton-Whitfield County Public Library, we will have around 39 authors and artists.
Wow.
We are going to have activities for children and teens. We're going to have panels. So if you want to learn how to write a screenplay, if you want to get to know the thrills and chills of doing true crime or making a mystery, writing a mystery novel, we're going to have those panels. It is free. There is no door charge being a public library. I know with festivals and conventions, sometimes they do charge, but as a public library, we do not.
I can only imagine what a hassle it is to get 39 people, much less authors, all due respect intended, to gather in one place at one time to talk about one thing. How long have you been working on this?
We started in 2018.
Right.
And then we took a break in 2020 and 2021 and got back to it in 2022. Every year we have increased the number of authors, and then we added in artists and illustrators, and we've just added stuff each year. That's my plan. I started simple and small and then try to make it bigger.
All right, tell me a little bit about the discussion panel. Who all is going to be on it and why are you having it?
Well, Brandy put it together, so she'll know more about that. One of the names I wanted to mention, because it's our good friend Gary Miller.
Yeah.
Gary's going to be there, and several others that people will recognize, and some are new artists and some are self-published. But the panels are, I think what I've seen is how to write a book, how to get started, the typical.
Yeah, and you've been writing for decades, so you know how difficult it can be.
Just start.
Really, is that the best advice you can give someone? Just actually start and do it. And one of the things that's really neat about an event like this, especially during the panels, is everyone's so open with their knowledge. They're open with their techniques and how to get started. Frequently, that's the most asked question at one of these events.
That is. We've done panels on how to create a mythical creature, how to create your own mythical creature, design it, and we've done panels on how to self-publish. So the Thrills and Chills panel we've done before, that's just been a favorite, so we brought it back.
All right, tell me about that, the Thrills and Chills panel.
Thrills and Chills is with the mystery writers and sometimes the true crime writers will join in, and they'll talk about the different aspects of creating the mystery and creating the suspense. Or for true crime, they'll talk about what they did and how they, researched, how they got everything together. Because true crime is nonfiction, so it is definitely different than writing fiction.
Is it a different sort of author who writes that kind of book? I'll tell you what, we're going to have to skip on to my next question. Briefly, and we've only got 60 seconds or so less, really cool thing you were telling me about a little further south in Chatsworth, the Adopt a Pet.
Yeah, so I'm actually in the region office, so we work with Dalton, Calhoun, and Chatsworth, and they all do similar things. I don't know that they have an author fest, but I was telling you they do things like Nerf Wars for teens. Yeah. But in Chatsworth, they do a thing, Adopt a Pet, where little kids adopt a little stuffed animal, and as part of the adoption program or process, they have to promise to read to the pet every night.
Yeah,
and it goes towards their summer reading. Yeah,
and it develops their reading skills.
Exactly. Develops their reading skills, gets them into reading, helps with their summer reading. It's just really cool.
And Nerf Wars for teenagers, you lock them in the library and let them have at it, right?
And duck. I do the Nerf Wars.
All right. Guys, we got to run. We're up against the clock. Thanks to both of you for coming up. The Author Fest is on the way, April 6th, starting at 10, lasting until 1, Dalton-Whitfield County Public Library. Give us the address very quickly.
310 Cape Street.
310 Cape Street. All right, sounds good. Make sure and take advantage of that anywhere close, and all of us are. We'll be right back with more here on Let's Chat.